My name is Adolfo Castro and I'm in the class of 2020. I partly grew up in a farm and partly in a city. We would be riding horses since I was very little, and I would be going to the zoo almost every day after school. Sometimes to just go around, take pictures, sometimes to just play with some baby animals. I really like tapirs. It's like pigs, but they're not pigs. They're super cute. They have a snout and they're very cute, but they're very endangered. We have 3 species in Colombia, so I couldn't have been more lucky to be born in Colombia. It's this huge country full of wild places. There's this place in Colombia called the Valle del Cocora, where we have the tallest palm trees in the world, and they're our national tree. This is in the middle of the Andes, where you have these huge palm trees which go 70 meters high, and it's all covered in mist. So you're just walking around in these very misty, cold forests, and you have these massive palm trees going up, and then the mountains are just beautiful. My dad was a polo player when he was younger. He was also a hunter and he married a conservationist, so that's interesting. But he was a polo player, so he rode horses a lot, and by my father's family side we have always been involved in horses in some way or another. So we have pictures since I was very little riding horses, and I have 2 sisters. Both of them enjoyed riding horses much more than I did when I was little. I actually didn't like riding horses, but everyone did it, so I just went along with them. I think that it's probably one of the things I miss the most when I'm in Singapore. Going back to Colombia, the first thing I want to do is just get back on the saddle and just ride next to the sugarcane fields, and I think that's my favorite moments when I'm in Colombia. I don't have a horse because my parents sold my horse, so I ride my sister's horse or someone else's horse. There are a lot of horses in our farm. I moved to India when I was 16, but before that I had been to boarding school in the UK when I was 14. I hated the UK. The weather was terrible. I came from this tropical land where there was sun all year round, and then I get sent to this place in the middle of nowhere surrounded by sheep where it was raining all the time, and I really didn't like that weather. I left after a few months. I found out about UWC, I applied, but then I didn't get to choose where I was going. I applied saying, yeah, I want to go to Hong Kong is amazing, whatever, and then they called me and it's Adolfo, you've been selected to UWC, you're going to India. I was just India? A few months later I was on a plane flying over Iran and Pakistan, and then landing in Mumbai. Very noisy, very colorful, cows going around everywhere, and I was very lost. Moving to India was very shocking initially, and the first few weeks were not the greatest, I'd say, but then I learned to love the country, and I love India now. Coming from India, Singapore is the other planet. It was mind-blowing in a way. I do like Singapore a lot, but I get bored of it very easily, and I need outdoors life. One thing that people don't know about me at Yale-NUS. I attended an avian egg incubation workshop, which was sponsored by the Los Angeles Zoo, and that was for my 16th birthday.